As a professional coach, I cannot stress enough the importance of seeing your client as being whole, complete, competent, not broken. They don't need you to fix them. This is a mindset. It's not just a set of words, and it's not just something that you can show on a recording. Like, I asked this question and it proved that I see my client as creative and resourceful and whole. It's a shift in the way you view other humans. So as I have grown as a coach, I have changed. Who I am has changed. What I do, the way I think, the way I view other people has changed. So a phenomenon that I see in the Agile space is Agile coaches who are extremely talented in Agile, right? They've got a lot of experience. They've got a lot of expertise. They know Agile. They know Scrum. They know some scaling framework. There's a lot of stuff they have to offer. And they get hired into companies to help them with Agile transformation. And the first thing that happens is they walk in the door and look at what everyone is doing that's not good enough. They look at what's broken, and they see where people are not competent, and they see where companies just don't know how to do what we do. And so there's a way of looking at them that is, you are broken. I'm here to fix you. That's what you hired me to do, so I'm going to do that. And so managers, I'm going to tell you everything you're doing wrong and what you should be doing and what you shouldn't be doing. Don't talk to your people that way. Don't tell them what to do. Don't assign work. Don't. And they start to push, well, this is what you should be doing. You need to set up your teams like this. You need to set up your organization like this. You should be doing this in these meetings, not this, right? And so there's a whole lot of prescriptiveness and ordering that comes out. And then I get questions from these coaches that are around, how do I deal with resistance? I have one answer for dealing with resistance. Don't create it. And the way you create resistance is when you walk it into a room and you walk into a company with your know-it-all attitude and you say, I'm the smart one in the room and you're not. Immediately, people resist you. They're not resisting Agile like many think. They're actually resisting you because you treat them like they're a child, an incompetent child, rather than treating them like a client who ran this business quite well before you got there, and long after you're gone, they're going to still be running a really good business. So what's most important is that we see people as competent and whole. We don't look at our clients like they're broken and they need us to fix them. Think for just a moment. If you really, really, really believed that your client was competent, if you were able to walk into a room and look around and see people as amazing, and with the experience, domain knowledge, and intelligence, resourcefulness, to be able to make great decisions that might be different than the decisions you would make, but the best decisions for their company, competent decisions, which means that they have taken into consideration all of the things they need to take into consideration, and they made the right decision for them at this moment in time. And they're competent enough that if this decision doesn't work out the way they hope, then they will be competent enough to make another decision at a later date. So if we looked at people as being whole and being competent, we wouldn't want to exert our own opinion on them. Instead, we'd be curious and we'd be interested and we'd be fascinated And we would want to watch and see what they come up with and how they implement it in their space and how it might just work differently than we thought, because we're not the only expert in the room. So when you work from a coaching mindset, you work from the first impression that the client is whole and complete and they know what they're doing. And then you step into the space of, and they've given me the honor of witnessing their change and being a partner with them to help them think through many perspectives in order to move forward. So when you ask people what they want to fix and what they want to change and what success looks like to them, and you focus on what they need and not on what you need and what's going to make you rich and famous and popular and get the gold star because you came and changed their whole company. When you focus on their needs, you melt resistance because there's nothing to resist. If I am your partner and you want me to be your partner, then there's nothing to resist. You can only resist something that is being placed upon you by force. And if we are competent coaches, then we should not be placing anything on our clients by force. They should own their own change. And in order for them to own their own change, they need to decide what they want to change. And they need to decide how they want to change it. And we become their partner in exploring the changes they want to make and how they want to make those changes and setting up the experiments that they can run in order to make sure those changes bring them where they want and the measurements of success. And then we hold accountability up to them. This is what you said you wanted. How close are you getting? This is what you said you wanted. What I'm seeing is something else. What would you like to do with that information? Not, you need to go stop doing something and you need to change this. That's not coaching. So I really want to get across to you the need of seeing our clients as competent. Competent, first and foremost. If you cannot see the people you work with as competent, do not sign on the line that says, I will be your coach. Because when you sign that line, you agree to their competence and your partnership. This is Cherie Silas. These are my ramblings for today.